You've been with this thing before it was a thing.
I guess so. I tell you what, I'm proud, I'm ecstatic, but at the same time, I'm inspired watching what Coach Prime is doing and the impact he's had, not just in Colorado, but worldwide. It truly is inspirational.
He's had an impact outside of sports, outside of just football, business, economics, people's spirit. What do you see rippling across the nation when you see Coach Prime's work?
I see the impact of not just young football players, but 58-year-old has-beens. He's impacting society like never before. And it just really shows you what could occur when you surrender it all, give it to God, and have one mission.
When I see him, I often quote you, Mama.
There goes that man.
Appreciate you, brother. Masters?
Yes, sir.
One thing about Coach Prime, he's always said it's more than football. There's a spiritual element to this, and to see both of y'all here, could you speak on that for us?
Well, when my brother and I, Pastor Henderson and I, both have the utmost respect for Coach Prime. And then the fact that, both of us were athletes, he in basketball, me in football, to be able to bring faith and football together and see what he's doing for the coach, for the kingdom, it's exciting. It's almost like reliving, my days of playing, but seeing faith exhibited here on the football field. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's also motivating to watch him. As faith leaders, everybody always comes to us, give me a word, what do you have to say? I tell Coach all the time, what he's doing is motivating me, man. It's making me corral my players, if you will, my team, my staff, seeing his no quit, never die attitude. So I'm not here today to give anything. I'm receiving, man. It's amazing.
And the word knows not race, color, gender, anything, but what he is doing in Boulder, Colorado is certainly having an impact on Black America. Talk about that impact, whether it's economic or spiritual or football.
Yeah, listen, other nationalities have their heroes, and typically in our communities we assassinate our own. I think it's our job to protect him because he has to live, and I mean that both physically and spiritually. Like, we got to pray for him and cover him, because very rarely do you have somebody at that echelon who stands behind these microphones and says, to God be the glory. You don't get that often, so we got to protect him. He is chosen for such a time as this.
I think it's so important when you talk about the business component. Pastor Keion and I were just talking about it. A lot of times with these opportunities, we see the sports side of it, but there's a business side that can affect communities, leave generational wealth, help these young men become entrepreneurs and positive contributors for decades to come. So he's exactly right. We have to pray for him because it's deeper than his team. It's for the culture.
Now let's talk football. We got to get this one. But if we don't get this one, it has been a win this season already.
Well, I'm still feel like I want a cigarette from the Stanford game, and I don't smoke cigarettes, but that's how I feel. But, again, we've exceeded expectations already, but we want bowl eligibility. And for me, if they play a full game, there's no reason why we can't win it.
These kids didn't ask for this.
That's so good.
But a lot of the teams, they have coaches who you could see in the mall you wouldn't even know, right? These kids didn't ask for the prime effect to affect every play of the game for them. So they have more on their shoulders. Those who survive will be greater. Those who make it through this process will be amazing. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough to get hit by somebody and the nation and the pundits. And so this is a harder game for them than it is for any other team in the nation right now. But I think we'll rise to the occasion today. I'm looking forward to seeing something great. Who knows? It ain't over till it's over.
It ain't over till it's over. Pastors, we appreciate y'all coming by the pregame show. Much love, my brothers.
Much love, man. Thank you.